Top 3 foods to prevent leg cramps in older adults. Strengthen your legs. Have you ever been jolted awake by a sudden, painful leg cramp? That sharp, twisting pain that feels like your muscle is stuck in a knot, leaving you rubbing your leg in frustration. You're not alone. Leg cramps are a common struggle for older adults, especially at night. But what if I told you that a simple change in your diet could help stop them for good? Imagine waking up feeling refreshed instead of groaning in pain. No more restless nights, no more aching calves in the morning, just stronger, cramp-free legs. Today we're diving into 3 powerhouse foods that can help keep leg cramps away. Foods that are easy to find, delicious, and proven to work. And the best part? They don't just stop cramps, they help strengthen your muscles and improve circulation too. Stick with me, because the last food on this list surprises almost everyone and could be the key to your relief. But first, have you ever struggled with leg cramps? Let us know in the comments. You're not alone, and your story might help someone else. Now let's jump in. Meet George, 67, a retired teacher with a passion for gardening. He loves spending time outside, tending to his flowers and vegetables, enjoying the fresh air. But there was one thing that kept getting in the way of his favorite hobby: painful nighttime leg cramps. Every night, just as he'd settle into bed, a sudden cramp would jolt him awake. His calf muscles would tighten like a rock, leaving him wincing in pain. Some nights the cramps were so bad he had to get out of bed and walk around just to ease the discomfort. George tried everything. He stretched before bed, drank more water, even bought expensive compression socks. But nothing worked. The cramps kept coming, and he started to worry. Is this just a part of aging? But then something changed. One day, while talking to an old friend, George learned that certain foods could help stop leg cramps. Skeptical but desperate for relief, he made a simple change to his diet. Within a week, he noticed something amazing. His cramps were getting less frequent, and after a month, they were completely gone. What were the 3 foods that helped George say goodbye to leg cramps? That's exactly what we're about to reveal. And trust me, the last one on this list surprises almost everyone. Before we dive in, have you ever struggled with leg cramps like George? Let us know in the comments. And if you're ready to finally get rid of them, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing tips. Now, let's get into the first food that made a huge difference for George, and can for you too. Let's start with one of the simplest, most effective foods for stopping leg cramps: bananas. If you've ever been woken up by a sudden stabbing cramp in your leg, you know how painful and frustrating it can be. You might stretch, massage, or even walk around the room trying to shake it off. But what if I told you the real solution could be sitting in your fruit bowl right now? That's right, bananas. These yellow powerhouses are packed with potassium, magnesium, and essential electrolytes that keep your muscles strong, relaxed, and cramp-free. Many older adults don't realize that low potassium is one of the biggest triggers for muscle cramps. Why? Because potassium helps regulate muscle contractions. Without enough of it, muscles are more likely to misfire, leading to painful spasms. And here's something surprising. As we age, our bodies don't absorb potassium as efficiently. That means if you're not actively getting enough, you might be at higher risk for leg cramps. Why bananas are so powerful? High in potassium helps regulate muscle contractions, reducing the risk of cramps. Rich in magnesium, relaxes muscles and prevents spasms. Natural electrolyte booster restores balance after sweating or dehydration. Easy to digest and absorb. No prep needed, just grab and eat. The best part? Bananas are one of the easiest, most affordable ways to boost your potassium intake. And don't just take my word for it. Let's talk about George. When George first heard that bananas could stop leg cramps, he didn't believe it. "I've been dealing with cramps for months," he thought. "How could something so simple work when nothing else has?" But after another sleepless night, pacing his bedroom in pain, he decided to give it a shot. So, he made one tiny change to his daily routine. He ate a banana every morning. At first, he wasn't sure if it was making a difference. But by the end of the first week, he noticed something amazing. His cramps weren't as frequent. When he did get them, they weren't as intense. His legs felt stronger and less tense throughout the day. By the end of the month, his nighttime leg cramps had completely disappeared. No more waking up in pain, no more pacing the room, just peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. And the only thing he changed? He started eating one banana a day. If you're wondering, do I have to eat a plain banana every day? Don't worry, there are plenty of delicious ways to incorporate them into your routine. Here are some easy and tasty options. Eat one banana as a morning snack. A quick and easy way to start the day. Blend it into a smoothie. Mix it with yogurt, spinach and almond milk for a nutrient-packed drink. Slice it onto oatmeal, adds natural sweetness and extra nutrients. Pair it with peanut butter, a delicious snack that balances carbs and protein. Freeze and blend into banana ice cream, a healthy, cramp-fighting dessert. The key is consistency. If you want to reduce or eliminate leg cramps, try eating a banana every day for at least 2 weeks and see how your body responds. And here's something even more exciting. Bananas work even better when paired with the next 2 foods we're about to discuss. Have you ever tried eating a banana daily? Did it help with leg cramps? Drop a comment below and let us know your experience. Your story could help someone else who's struggling. And if you're enjoying these tips so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed health advice tailored for older adults. Now, let's move on to the second food that made a huge difference for George, and could for you too. If you've been dealing with stiff, cramping muscles, your body might be desperately low on magnesium. And guess what? Spinach is one of the best natural sources of this essential mineral. Most people think of potassium when they hear about muscle cramps, but magnesium is just as important, maybe even more so. Magnesium is a natural muscle relaxer. It keeps your muscles from tensing up, helps them recover faster, and prevents those sudden, painful cramps that wake you up at night. But here's something surprising. Many older adults don't get nearly enough magnesium. Why? As we age, our bodies absorb less magnesium from food. Certain medications like diuretics, heart medications and even antacids can deplete magnesium levels. Processed foods, which are low in magnesium, often replace magnesium-rich whole foods in the diet. Without enough magnesium, muscles contract uncontrollably, leading to tightness, soreness and painful cramps. That's why adding more spinach to your diet can be a total game changer for preventing leg cramps. High in magnesium relaxes muscles and prevents spasms. Packed with calcium and potassium, supports overall muscle health and proper nerve function. Anti-inflammatory benefits helps ease stiffness and soreness in aging joints and muscles. Rich in iron and B vitamins, supports circulation and energy levels, keeping your legs strong. Low in calories and hydrating, keeps you energized and refreshed without feeling heavy. And the best part? It's easy to add spinach to almost any meal. Let's take a look at how George used spinach to eliminate his muscle tightness and leg cramps. After adding bananas to his daily routine, George noticed a significant reduction in the frequency of his leg cramps, but something was still off. Even though he wasn't waking up with painful spasms as often, his legs still felt tight and sore throughout the day. If he spent too much time working in his garden, his calves would stiffen up, making it hard to move around. That's when he started researching magnesium. He learned that magnesium deficiency is one of the most overlooked causes of muscle tightness and cramps. Since he was already eating more potassium-rich foods, he decided to focus on getting more magnesium. He made one simple change. He added a handful of spinach to his lunch every day. At first he thought, I'm not really a salad person, is this going to be worth it? But he didn't just eat plain spinach. He found creative ways to sneak it into his meals. Breakfast. He blended a handful of spinach into his morning smoothie with banana, yogurt and honey. Lunch. He mixed it into his omelettes, an easy way to add nutrients without changing the taste. Dinner. He tossed it into soups, stir-fries and pasta dishes, where it practically disappeared but still delivered all the benefits. Within just 2 weeks, George noticed a huge difference. His legs felt looser and more flexible throughout the day. He had fewer nighttime cramps even after spending hours working in the garden. His overall soreness went away, making movement feel easier. He even felt more energized, thanks to the iron and B vitamins in spinach. By making one small adjustment, adding spinach to his meals, he was finally free from constant muscle tightness. If you're thinking, I don't love the taste of spinach, don't worry. There are plenty of easy and delicious ways to sneak it into your meals without even noticing. Here are some simple ways to get more spinach every day. Blend it into a smoothie. When mixed with fruit, you won't even taste it. Toss it into scrambled eggs or an omelette. It wilts down easily and blends into the flavors. Add it to pasta, soups or casseroles. The heat softens it, making it almost unnoticeable. Use it as a sandwich, topping, a great alternative to lettuce for extra nutrients. Make a spinach salad with fruit and nuts. Add strawberries, walnuts and feta cheese for a delicious twist. Sauté it with garlic and olive oil. A simple, flavorful side dish that pairs well with any meal. Even one small handful a day can make a huge difference. The key is consistency. Your body needs a steady supply of magnesium to keep cramps away. And here's something exciting. When you combine magnesium from spinach with potassium from bananas, your body gets an even bigger cramp-fighting boost. But we're not done yet, because there's one more food that surprises almost everyone. And it might just be the most powerful one on the list. What's your favorite way to eat spinach? Do you love it in smoothies, cooked in a meal, or fresh in a salad? Tell us in the comments. And if this tip is helping you so far, hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed health advice tailored for older adults. Now let's move on to food number 3, the one most people don't expect. You might be wondering, what do sweet potatoes have to do with leg cramps? Well, it turns out they're one of the most powerful foods for muscle health. Sweet potatoes are loaded with potassium, magnesium and water. 3 things your muscles desperately need to stay hydrated, relaxed and cramp-free. Why are sweet potatoes so effective? Well, they are rich in potassium, which supports proper muscle function and prevents cramping. They also act as a hydration booster, packed with water to keep your muscles from tightening up. Plus, the magnesium and calcium in sweet potatoes work together to relax muscles and prevent spasms. And they contain slow digesting carbs that provide steady energy and help prevent muscle fatigue. Not to mention the vitamin C and antioxidants reduce inflammation, easing muscle pain and stiffness. Dehydration and electrolyte imbalances are 2 major causes of leg cramps, and older adults are especially vulnerable. As we age, our bodies retain less water, and certain medications like blood pressure pills or diuretics can make dehydration even worse. This is where sweet potatoes come in. They don't just replenish electrolytes, they also provide hydration at a cellular level, helping your muscles function smoothly and painlessly. And the best part? They taste amazing and are super easy to add to your diet. George had already made 2 key changes to his diet. He added bananas for potassium and spinach for magnesium, and while his leg cramps had improved significantly, he still had one issue. On days when he worked long hours in the garden, he would sometimes wake up in the middle of the night with painful spasms. His doctor told him that dehydration and low potassium could be triggering these nighttime cramps. So George decided to make one last change. Instead of eating white potatoes, he swapped them for sweet potatoes 3 times a week. He enjoyed them in different ways. Baked with butter and cinnamon, a delicious and nutritious dinner side, mashed with a drizzle of olive oil, perfect for a comforting, muscle-friendly meal, roasted into crispy sweet potato fries, a tasty swap for regular fries. And the results? Life-changing. After just 1 week, George noticed no more middle-of-the-night leg cramps, more energy and fewer muscle aches after gardening, better hydration. He didn't feel as stiff in the mornings. By simply choosing sweet potatoes over white potatoes, he gave his body the hydration, potassium and magnesium it needed to keep cramps away for good. If you're thinking, I'm not used to eating sweet potatoes, don't worry, there are so many delicious ways to enjoy them. Bake them whole, just slice open and add a little butter, cinnamon or honey. Mash them, a great alternative to regular mashed potatoes. Roast them into fries, just slice, season and bake for a crispy, healthy treat. Add them to soups and stews, they add a natural sweetness and creamy texture. Mix them into breakfast. Try sweet potato pancakes or oatmeal for a morning boost. Even eating them a few times a week can make a huge difference. Would you swap regular potatoes for sweet potatoes to keep your legs cramp-free? Let us know in the comments. So, if you want to say goodbye to painful leg cramps, try adding these 3 powerhouse foods to your daily routine. Bananas, packed with potassium to stop muscle spasms before they start. Spinach, loaded with magnesium to relax your muscles and ease tightness. Sweet potatoes, hydrate your body and restore lost electrolytes to keep your muscles balanced. George did it, and now he sleeps soundly every night. No more sudden cramps waking him up. And the best part, these foods are simple, delicious and easy to add to your meals. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these foods will you try first? Bananas, spinach, sweet potatoes? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and share this video with a friend who needs this advice today. See you in the next video.